Gusto, is Mama in heaven?
Yes, with Papa. I'm sure they're watching over us, though.
What if God took you away too?
He'd have to take me away by force. God would need to send a whole army of angels if he was going to take me. Because I'd never abandon you. Never, ever. Now Mama's dead. We're all alone in the world. Orphans. And no one will ever separate us.
You and Sylvia will go and live with Vicente. Lisa and Beatrice, you go to Italy to live with your Aunt Teresa.
No.
Tell them no, Augusto. You promised we'd never be separated.
Sylvia, it's for the best.
5 years ago, we lost Papa. Today we buried my mother. And now what? You asked me to leave my sisters? What's wrong with you?
It's not like that.
Listen to me, Augusto.
No,
it's
no,
gonna be for the best.
You're wrong to do this. All wrong. You better think again. You push us out of our house, so heartless, a family house, and you treat us like numbers. A couple of us here, a couple more go to Italy, huh? You sell the house, huh? And so you split the money. More numbers, huh? All right, then. You split money? How can you divide this? Or have you already done it? Huh?
Augusto, please don't make it like this. Try to understand that it's the best thing for everybody.
I stopped being a child when my father died. And I'm a man now. And I'm 20 years old. And I'm the head of this family. And I have 3 sisters. Do you understand me? I'm the boss here. Get out of here and leave us alone. Get out. Go. Get out. I stayed in that house which my parents had left us, with my 3 sisters. Sylvia, she became my right hand, my support. We called her the General. She might not like that, but that's how she was, a natural organizer. Lisa, Little Miss Perfect. With her iron steed and determination so straightforward, her goal clearly in her mind, and only one goal. Becoming a doctor. Beatrice, the baby in the family. Half sister, half daughter to me, and a natural rebel. People ask me if I'd lived my life the same way if I had to do it all over again. Abandoning my dreams and ambitions to keep our family together. I don't even need to think about it. Yes, I wouldn't change a thing. For me, there's nothing more important than a loving family. Bravo, Lisa! Bravo!
We did it, Augusto.
And with merit as well, right?
And in medicine, too.
And this is only the beginning of it. Can't you just see it when you're fully qualified? Congratulations, Lisa.
Thanks.
What would Mama and Papa be thinking?
I think they're here, actually. They'd say, thank you, Augusto, for all your hard work and keeping our family together. Well, what would have become of us without you?
Come on, we'd better sit down.
Thank you. I'm sorry Sylvia couldn't be here.
Yeah, it's strange. She said she was coming.
Look, let's not spoil the occasion. If something has happened, we'd have been informed by now.
I guess so. Look at the time. She won't make it now. Should we go?
But the ceremony isn't finished.
It doesn't matter. Wait. First, there's 2 speeches by the university, then a display by the uni dancers, and a tribute from the vice principal. We can't stay, because it's going to go on all night.
Oh, no. It's going to go on for ages.
And I've got to work.
All right, let's go. Should we leave a message for Sylvia?
No.
My sisters are probably upset. I'm sure they won't understand why I'm not with them. It's such an important day. My sister Lisa receiving her scholarship to go to medical school.
Yeah, well, you should have told them straight off you weren't going to make it, Sylvia.
Uh-huh. How?
How? By telling them what's going on with us, Sylvia. You're always saying that there's nobody closer to you than your brother and sisters. Well, how come you didn't tell them the truth then, huh?
So you think it's that simple, huh? Lisa has given our family back a sense of pride. She's made Augusto's sacrifices and hard work worthwhile, having to look after his 3 siblings.
No what?
It's just that I feel so ashamed of myself. How can I tell him? All those big dreams. How can I tell him what's happening to us?
Sure you don't need a ride?
No, it's fine. You guys will be late.
We haven't even got time for a Corona.
Don't worry. You can drink later when it's time to party.
Really? When's that?
I'll let you know, don't worry. Will you hold this for me? Come on.
Hey, what about a kiss?
Love you, bro. And you got
Ciao,
that.
baby.
Behave yourself. Augusto takes care of us as if we were an endangered species.
Yes, he always has.
You know what I'd like? Margarita and him to have a baby.
Margarita's such a pain. You know, sometimes I feel like grabbing her by the arms and saying, Margarita, you're the luckiest woman I know because you married the best man in the world. Hello. Hello.
Well, hi. How's it going, then?
Margarita, how are you?
Fine. Oh, excuse me. Hello?
Baby, it's me. I wanted to know if you were able to meet that client.
No, not yet.
Well, I'd wish you'd come to Lisa's celebration. You have no idea how proud it made me.
Yes, I'm sure it did.
If they make you wait too long, come back to the office. I like having you around.
Yeah, sure. See you later. Jeez, what a guy. He never gets off my back.
I know, he's always calling you.
Thinks he owns me. Ah! A gift for you. Chocolate.
It's my favorite brand as well.
Welcome.
Thank you.
You're lucky. You can indulge in your vice.
You can't?
Mm-mm.
Well, let me guess.
Yeah, go on.
It's not chocolate.
Honey, much trickier.
What is it then?
Don't you want to guess?
I don't need to guess, do I? I see you here in the office kind of often.
Working, my dear, working. Let me remind you that I represent a company that specializes in construction. And this construction company has a lot of business.
And is our engineer Ortega relevant to your visit?
You have to admit your boss is a bit of a hunk.
Well, he's not bad.
Not bad. With those looks, it's like every step he takes is a command.
A command to what?
It's more like a primitive signal.
Signal?
Yes, telling me to have his child. Santiago gives off a signal to women, calling us to come to him, saying he's the king. So macho, the best man of the bunch.
Yes.
A call for you from Senor Ortega.
Fine, put him through. Hello, Santiago, what's up?
The Irasabal group are going to invest money to finish the project.
Decided already?
Get the lawyers to write up the contract.
Wow, way to go. This is really good news. Well done.
We are going to build the best shopping mall in the world.
Yes, all we have to do now is convince the council to sell us the land where the, clinic is.
I'm worried about Sylvia.
What's wrong with her?
She didn't come to my ceremony, and I know she wanted to.
Why don't you call her then?
Oh, I did. But nobody answered. It's a bit strange.
Her phone's not working?
Don't know.
Papa, please!
Call a nurse's aide, quickly!
It'll be all right.
Go and find her a nurse's aide. Pedro!
Breathe.
Bring a stretcher, please.
Yes, breathe.
Okay, relax. Is this your first child?
Not a chance, honey.
But having a baby is the most amazing experience.
Well, that may be what you think, Elsa, but I'm just not the mothering type.
Well, that's not what you said when we're talking about Ortega.
Well, darling, that's different. Now we're talking if he wanted to.
That would be a surprise, wouldn't it?
Elsa,
Yes, senor.
we're having a little celebration, so go and get some champagne, okay?
Yes, senor. Sorry I'm late, Daddy.
No. Come in.
She's so sick up, no one could even say hello.
Well, I can't bear it in here. I'm off.
But I thought you were waiting for Ortega.
What's the point?
Okay, deep breaths. You're doing fine. Just keep breathing. The contractions are coming.
Lisa, all right, how are we doing?
Her blood pressure is extremely high, doctor, and the contractions are getting close.
We'd better get her surgery right away.
Okay.
Hurry.
What's wrong? Is she all right?
Look, we need to check the baby's okay. Just please be patient. Everything's going to be fine. Okay, take it easy. You're going to be just fine.
What can I do, Lisa?
Bring the trolley. We need to get her to surgery right now.
Okay.
Perdona si te estoy llamando.
Here's to us. Well done, Santiago.
Well, I feel embarrassed. I mean, it was a team effort, really.
Mostly down to you, though. At one point, I have to say, I didn't think there was any way we could pull this deal off. Cheers.
Cheers.
Where are the others? I'll just get them.
Now, baby, you have no idea how proud I am of you. But tell me, when will we get to drink a toast at our wedding, my darling?
He's weakening, Doctor.
Damn it, we may have to do a cesarean section then.
Right.
Lisa, please get ready.
Stay calm. You're going to be okay. You're in good hands. Just try to relax now. No power? Not this problem again!
The generator, what's happening here? Where's the damn backup, for God's sake? Where's the backup?
Typical. It's the construction people again. Take it easy.
Well, what I'm saying is, when do we walk down the aisle together?
Barbara, baby. Neither of us is ready for that. Let's hurry.
You mean you're having second thoughts and are too scared to tell me? How much longer do I have to wait?
No, it's just not the right time, and there's things to sort out. You don't want to move too fast, do you?
I hope we're not intruding on anything.
No, of course not.
Please.
Congratulations on closing that deal, Santiago.
Thank you very much.
If not for you, I'd have nothing left to work for.
Let's drink a toast. For a project that's more important than anything you've seen before.
Cheers.
Cheers.
You know our next target, which will wrap this whole project up, is that we get hold of that land there and see that lousy clinic go down the pan.
It's coming.
Come on now.
Come
You
on,
can do
push,
it.
push.
You can do it. Just do your best now. You're almost there. That's right.
Yes.
You can do it.
It's coming. Everything's fine. One more push.
Do it.
Come on, push one more time. Take a look. It's your baby.
It's okay. I
Careful
got
now.
her.
Careful, easy.
Oh, the power's back.
It's about time. We could have lost them both.
See? Look how cute she is. Have you got a name for her?
Milagros.
Cheek. Better not mess with me, the little madam. I should have told her to stick it up her... Too late now. Anyway, we'll see what she's made of. In this game, there's only one winner. Barbara should know that I'm not gonna give up.
My love, why don't we go somewhere for a drink?
Because I'm not finished for the day yet.
Come on, you know my father doesn't mind what time you knock off.
I'll catch you later, okay?
Where are you going?
Back to the site. Want to come with me?
Huh? No. You can go along and forget about that. I don't want to traipse through all that mud. I'll ruin my shoes.
Don't complain. I'll see you later.
Why isn't Sylvia answering? So hot. Why do we have to live in a house with no air conditioning? Maybe because up until now, nobody needed to be cooled off as much as you. Yeah, well, thanks. You're just a little kid. Stay out of my life and mind your own business, okay? Hi, Sylvia. Why aren't you here to help me get rid of this horrible woman, huh? No, I won't take this. Huh? But the delivery was a success. Thank you. It was a success, thanks to God. We darn near lost both mother and child.
Please relax, Lisa.
It's no good telling me to relax, Magali. When's it going to end? There's always something new. All this wretched construction gives us a new headache every day. One day it's lights, next day dirty water, and the next day it's clogged pipes, then there's dust and trash. No, we can't work like this.
Lisa, the director of the clinic, he knows this already, and what's more, he's already called the city council to do something about it and get them to come.
When somebody dies? We have to wait for a tragedy because no one has the guts to do something about it?
Not you, nor I can do anything to change things.
I just don't agree with you, Magali.
Lisa, where do you think you're going? Ruby, go and find out what she's up to. I don't want to lose her. I don't know where she's going. That's true.
Lisa, you can't go anywhere now you're in the middle of a shift. You're working. Ruby, Ruby, I'm taking matters into my own hands. How many more times do we have to go through all these power cuts?
But you heard her, Lisa. There's nothing we can do.
I'm going to that construction site, and I'm going to give them a piece of my mind, and nobody's going to stop me.
Lisa! 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 Lisa!
Perdona si te estoy llamando.
Where's Lisa?
Oh, matron, I'm sorry. I think she went over to the construction site.
Well, you'd better keep that quiet.
The doctor would like to know why the records haven't been properly filled in for the young mother who just gave birth.
I picked up your trail.
Augusto, please don't ask me about anything. I've had a terrible day.
So what do you want now, then?
If I told you, you wouldn't believe me.
You're my angel, and you know something? I do believe in perfection.
Sylvia, will you please stop crying, huh? I mean, everyone's gonna think someone's died.
Let them, then.
Set an example?
Can't you leave me alone for once in my life, please?
Hey, you think I don't want to? Most men wouldn't go around with a coward.
I am not a coward.
So you say.
Is that really what you think? And you're an artist so sensitive? The one who is going to write such wonderful stories? Looking into the depths of the human soul? And you can't even look into the soul of your own wife.
Please. You know perfectly well what you and your sisters feel towards Augusto and how he took over the running of everything when your mother died. But I just feel it's too much. Because you just can't shake off that feeling that you owe him something. And that's why you are afraid of him.
Message for you. Your friend the doctor is waiting for you in the patient's room.
Lisa's not available right now, Elvira.
What do you mean she's not available?
It's a special situation, Elvira. She had to go to the construction site.
To the construction site?
It was very urgent.
I don't think so.
She went for a good reason. Because all of us are fed up with this terrible situation. One day the lights, then there's something wrong with the water. So Lisa went over to complain. Have you got a problem with that? Wait 1 second, darling. I'll be right back. Just wait here.
Oh, do you really have to go in there?
I'm just going pee-pee, darling. Won't be long. Okay, do your job well. There's no way I want a brat out of this.
I'm so sorry to disturb you, Senor Serpa.
No, please. You know that you never disturb me.
That's nice. What I'm here for is to prove I'm not just telling stories so you can't go on saying it's just because I'm jealous.
A new problem with that, Lisa.
I wouldn't normally draw attention to it if it wasn't so serious, okay? But you want to know the latest news?
Well, I don't want to know if it's just out of nurse's cattiness.
Of course, I wouldn't dream of it. The thing is, at this moment, on the construction site over there, Lisa is making big trouble. What do you think of that? Are you the man supposed to be in charge here?
I'm the inspecting engineer.
Whatever, you're the one in charge, yes?
What can I do for you?
Anyone see my mobile phone?
Ramirez has it, boss.
You can't be sane.
I'm a nurse at the municipal clinic.
You don't need to tell me that.
Maybe not, but I do need to come and have a little discussion with you.
If you tell me what the problem is, I might be able to help you out.
Problem? Well, there's more than one problem, and if I were to outline them, we could be here until tomorrow.
Ramirez, who is this woman?
Engineer, this is...
And you are?
Perdona si te estoy llamando.
Are you responsible for all those footprints out there?
Just a moment, please. Let me finish talking to this man. Listen, all I
Ramirez,
want
who
for you-
is this woman?
This young lady is from the clinic across the road.
I'm talking to this man. Would you please wait your turn?
This is really unbelievable.
You said you wanted to talk to the man who's in charge here. Well, you're talking to him. His name is Engineer Ortega, and he's the one in charge of the site.
All I want is to talk to whoever's in charge here.
Engineer Ortega.
You told me it was you earlier.
Because you didn't explain clearly, Senorita.
And how come the lady isn't even wearing a hard hat? If something were to happen to you, we would be responsible for it. Now put this on.
I don't need to wear a hard hat.
It's obligatory.
Obligatory? You should be obligatorily punished for the danger you've put us
The
in.
footprints weren't enough for you, huh? Now you're complaining.
How on earth can you act so cold-hearted? Today we almost lost a mother and her new baby because of you.
Because of me.
We were about to perform a cesarean when the power went off.
What's that to do with me? Make a complaint to the electricity company. Leave me alone.
And who do I complain to for my entire ward having filthy water? And last week we were left without water at all for 2 days, and we can't open the kitchen window because of the stink, rats, and germs from the rubbish outside?
You're not insinuating that I'm somehow responsible for that, are you?
No, I'm not insinuating. I'm accusing you. I feel like shouting it from the rooftops. Let me tell everybody, all the hassles and problems we ever have in the clinic are thanks to your construction.
Not a day goes by without a problem. First we cut off the lights, then we cut off the water. Then we send back their sewage. I don't know how they can stand it.
And the director of the clinic has promised to help us.
So I believe, but for some reason plenty of people seem intent on protecting the clinic there.
That's no reason for them to stand in our way.
Apparently it's the only hospital in that part of town.
Well, bad luck. It's gonna go. It's part of our territory.
If I understand you right, these complaints are very serious.
But let's face it, it's not going to give you problems, because it doesn't affect you personally.
Let's get one thing straight about all these problems you mentioned. We're absolutely not the ones responsible for them.
And I'm telling you it is your fault. Listen, I know it may be a surprise to find out about all the damage you've been doing.
But how come it's only now that I found out about all the stuff that's going on? What's it all about?
Obviously, you're entirely ignorant, so let me enlighten you. Put it like this, okay? And the whole world is going to agree with me. There's no more time for your damn carelessness and the abuses. We're sick and tired, and it's going to be your job, meaning you'll be kaput, especially after I go on television, and you'll be seeing it soon.
We're close, I'm sure.
Close to what?
Perhaps there's a baby on the way. What do you want first? A girl or a boy?
Well, let's just wait and see. I don't mind.
Two bodies rolled into one. Could anything be more romantic and beautiful?
Honey, no, my darling. Now, don't go thinking it's certain. It's not up to us. Okay?
Darling, I'll just get a bite to eat. We can try again to make sure. I love you.
Not a girl, not a boy. Unless it should come with buckets and buckets of cash.
It's a waste of time talking to you, as it's clear we have nothing in common, as I might well have guessed.
Give me my hat back.
I would laugh. So help me I would if you came to my clinic with a crushed skull from not wearing your hat. Best put it on, you're gonna need it. Is that cement fresh?
Sure. Hey! Hey, hey, hey! Hey, stop! Hey! You silly fool, what do you think you're playing at? I'm gonna send you the bill for this! Do you hear me? Now you're abusing us, just being spiteful. And where were you? Couldn't do something to help me with that pest? Now look, we've got to start all over again.
Lisa, come here. Not content with swanning off and taking time out in the middle of a shift when you know we're short of people and everybody's stretched to the limits, you sneak back here to work and apparently you've been playing football. I can see your work shoes are covered in... What is it, Lisa?
Cement, matron.
What on earth have you been up to, my dear?
I went to the construction site. I felt I needed to make my point, and I made it. I made it very clearly.
Very clearly, huh?
That they're not permitted to abuse us. I wanted to tell whoever it was to his face that they need to know the pain they're causing, and I'm prepared to expose it on television.
If that mad woman thinks she can mess up our worker, then she's got another think coming. I'll bill her for the damage and the materials.
Now, don't get so worked up about it. Just let it all go.
No, I think this is very important. The woman's nothing but a troublemaker.
Well, if you want to know what I think, she's dead right.
Lisa! Magdalene told me you were back from the construction site.
She may think I'm crazy, but I'm feeling much better now.
Got thrown out?
No, not exactly. In fact, I think I did rather well. Once I found the guy in charge, I laid it on the line for him.
What did he say?
Blew me off, but he looked pretty shell-shocked when I said I was prepared to go on television with it. He even made me wear a silly hat because it's obligatory. Just impossible to argue with him. Real cement head. You're wanted urgently, Lisa. If it's not too much trouble, the doctor's waiting for you.
She's been gossiping, I bet.
How can I go in wearing shoes like this?
Did nobody tell you?
About what?
Well, about the order from Engineer Solus.
Order?
I'll tell you, but please act casual. It's obvious the company wants the clinic destroyed.
You were asking for me, Dr. Serpa?
Talk to me about taking extra time off, Lisa.
You see, I popped out for a moment, so...
Remember, Lisa, no one undermines my principles here. Can you not see it's a dereliction of duty on your part to leave your post even for one moment?
I'm sorry. No excuses.
I'm sorry, Lisa, but I suspend you from duty.
Perdona si te estoy llamando.
You're suspending me?
For 3 days.
But wait a minute, Dr. Serpa. Put off making a hasty decision. After all, it's the first warning I've received since I came to work
The
here.
daily running of this clinic is a job that takes tremendous attention to detail, and your presence when on duty.
But you're just missing the point of the clinic's existence.
Pardon? Tell me about the clinic?
I found the men doing the construction, and I made my point to them. I asked for a certain amount of consideration, or at least appreciate what it is they've been doing to our patients.
No evidence has been found anywhere to suggest our problems are created by the construction company at all.
What do you mean, no evidence? You must be kidding if you don't realize they've been causing all the problems.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Lisa, pull yourself together. Let's admit that this little clinic has completely deteriorated recently. Try adding a little bit of balance to that overly suspicious mind of yours, and you'll be able to see things clearly. It's obvious to everyone here that this clinic has got poor infrastructure, and there's nothing we can do about that anymore, is there? Even now, we still have tons and tons of inconvenience.
No. You have to give us some credit. Certainly the hospital structure is an antique one, but comparing the construction work when I came here to what it's like now, really, you have to admit, it's a million times worse.
Let's check the records, Lisa. Because I'm sure, and you can back me up here, Lisa. Can you recall who made you public relations officer of this institution?
You were the one, Doctor?
And what does that job entail?
It means if there's someone giving us trouble, I put in as much effort as possible into putting things right.
My dear Lisa, don't tangle with outsiders when trying to sort out our problems here. Let me put it like this. I can't permit us to lose out, but I tell you there's no truth to any of your complaints here. I must insist that you stay within the grounds of the clinic and hold yourself to those responsibilities.
Perhaps if I had a chance to show you some
My
of the
dear
things
Lisa, that was 3 days, right? Go on a trip. Reflect on it. You'll see that I'm right. That'll be all.
Thank you, Doctor.
And the contaminations, the power failures, and the debris.
Well, it's no surprise to me. I thought you knew about it as well.
Senor Ramirez.
Yeah.
Senor, excuse me. We could really do with repaving those stairs.
See, that's probably done. Then take the bags up to the 3rd floor with the others, okay?
Very good.
All right.
I didn't know Ramirez had been given instructions to be disobliging to the clinic people.
No. On the contrary. I fully understand your reaction, but it's a way of helping them out.
Helping them out how? By turning off the lights? By returning the sewage?
No, I should have explained about this local government. It's a question of relocation. They need to move to a more modern premise. It'll be better all around.
They agree to all this? The clinic people?
Sure they have.
Why didn't you tell me then?
Santiago, I feel very close to you. In some ways, I think of you as a son. You're such a decent, honest person, and you're a natural leader. So I didn't want you to be caught up in all of this. Not at all.
Well, no, and I don't want to be.
And I wouldn't ask you to. I don't want you to change your ways. No. It's more like, not all negotiations are black or white. There's gray.
And the local government, I guess it's gray.
Exactly my point. It's best for everyone. And so, we have to occasionally put a little pressure on them. The clinic, we need that land they're on. They need encouragement. They should put pressure on the local government to rehouse them.
Well, all I can say is that I wish you'd made this clear from the very beginning.
You're right, I should have. I'm sorry. No hard feelings? All cleared up.
Ah, that smells good.
Wait until you try my special hot sauce.
Yummy.
Hi there, lovebirds.
Lisa, what are you doing here? You're usually at work now.
That's right. I came to see how you were doing.
Anything wrong?
No.
Because if you're feeling hungry, I've prepared the hot sauce that Mama made.
No, Augusto, you eat while it's hot. I'm not really hungry.
You're sure now? It's very good.
I want to dip in the pool.
Right. Aren't you exhausted after all the excitement you had this morning?
Yeah.
Give me your medal. I want to show Margarita. The one you were awarded this morning. This medal is awarded to the top medical student. With merit.
Yeah, well done.
Brilliant.
Hello, Serpa. Good evening. It's me, Salas.
Ah, Senor Salas. How are you?
I mustn't grumble, must I? Nothing I can't handle. Although it appears there was a small problem today with men working on the construction site, and one of them said he'd been harassed.
That infernal interfering nurse. Don't worry, I can assure you it's already been sorted out.
I'm glad to hear that. Makes things much better for you. Because if I thought you weren't keeping your side of the deal, there might be payment problems. Hey, Santiago!
Hey, what gives?
Hey, it's great to see you again. But you disappeared for a while.
Well, I'm back again now.
I see.
What time do you finish?
About a couple hours to go.
You want to meet for a few beers later on?
You got it, bud. I'm there. Meet me outside. Wait for me. Taxi! He's stopping.
Wait, Carlos.
Well, we can't walk there, can we?
Carlos, we can't afford a taxi.
Come on!
Don't cry, my darlings. We're almost there.
All these problems you mentioned, we are absolutely not the ones responsible for them.
I'm telling you, it is your fault.
Try adding a bit of balance to that overly suspicious mind of yours. You'll be able to see things clearly.
Oh no, power! It's those construction people.
I'm sure I'm right. The construction workers are to blame for our problems. You again?
Perdona si te estoy llamando en este momento, pero me hacía falta escuchar de nuevo, aunque sea un instante, tu respiración.